again. It's a new day. Wake up my soul. It's time to fly. Hold on the winds and kiss the sky. The birds and flowers were made for you and me. I must be all I can be.
Well, good morning. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I just hope that this morning you are ready to go. Now, again, if you are not so much a morning person, kind of like myself, well, I hope that something said this morning or sung or done this morning will help you get in that mood to go. All right. And so the day is young yet. So we have plenty to go, plenty things to cover. We just have an hour or so to do it this morning on the label show. But I know you are going to have a good day because you are a productive people. As I look into the chat, I see real family here this morning. We see Glenda Allen first on the draw this morning. Suri Bernard, good morning. Jael Williams, good morning. Gail Archibald, morning to you. Jeremiah Ramu, yes, morning. Yutzi Lynch, Andrea Frederick, Sharon Manswell, Judith Legenre. You all have some amazing kind of names, and you're going to tie up my tongue this morning, but I'm going to try. Lurleen Omiri, all right. Rosemary Rampazar Lazama, Gita Maraj. I don't know. Our English language is such that I'll be pronouncing your name wrong. All right, but you can correct me on that. Jennifer Julien, Mineta Campbell, Avril Jean-Jacques, Joy Guishard. Yes, you have those fancy names there. Blessed morning, labelers. That's from your boy Denison McIntyre. The trouble has started. All right. So good morning. Good morning to all of you. Top Girl delivered. Yes. Good morning, Liz Braslon. Welcome to the show this morning. Welcome to the show where we aim to drench the world in positivity. All right. I hope you are on board with that because, I mean, that's what our aim is. That's what our purpose is. All right. To be positive, to drench this world in positivity because so many people are going through so many things. And we will never ever know sometimes. But here's the thing. Just by a little encouragement, just by a word, just by a smile, just by an act of kindness, their whole lives can change because of something you do. There are so many people wanting to hurt themselves, and then somebody says some kind words to them, reminds them of their purpose, and they come back in and they are living the best life that they can live. So we want to live a better life every single day. Good morning to the man himself, Mr. Terrence G. Regis. I have to put the Mr. there because that's my senior, that's my elders. I have to put some respect on my elders. All right, so good morning to Mr. Terrence G. Regis. Boy, good morning. That's the man who invented music. Yes, he was there when history was being written halfway there. Good morning, Florence Turton and Vera Ropa. Good morning to you. Well, here we are this morning. Want to give God thanks for such a beautiful day. Good morning, Emily Sukdeo. I know her. Yeah, good morning to all of us. And so as we are about to begin, so recently, Adrian, you're putting handling on the cup. Well, we're gonna see about that. I have this cup here, and we'll drink from it. I mean, it's not too big, but I'll just be drinking my water and minding somebody else's business. All right. So Denison is saying, Adrian, you don't want trouble. I'll send my cousin Tero at you. I am so sorry, brother. I apologize in advance. I apologize. It was a humble mistake of mine. All right. Good morning to Jalia Charles. And Erlene is saying something. Yeah, guess what? It's my birthday. And I am just excited and giving God thanks for allowing me to see this day. In spite of all that I have been through, celebrate with me, family, with your prayers. Now send some love for Lurleen in the chat, my friends. Send some love and some hearts her way. Oh yes. We're going to celebrate with her. Yes, it's a special day. Nothing can steal that away from her. Let's send some love in the chat for Lurleen O'Malley, who is celebrating another year that God has blessed her with. Good morning, Florence Turton. Good morning. I see the hearts are coming in there. Yeah, and we want to give God thanks at this time. So let's join me at this time, and let's give God thanks. Let's start the day right. Yeah, Heavenly Father, we come before you. We praise your name. We thank you, for you are most high. You are mighty. But even though you exist beyond this realm, Father, you care for us. You attend to our needs. You take good care of us, Father. We thank you for this. We praise you. And so, Father, as we come before you, we just want to say thanks for all that you have done for us, for taking good care of us through the night and waking us up this morning and allowing us the opportunity, the privilege to behold your wonderful creation. Help us, dear Father, to accomplish our mission, which is to drench this world in positivity, Father, so that this world will see a bit of you in us and glorify you, Father. Thank you so much for all your blessings. Thank you for your mercy and your love. Thank you most of all for Jesus, who made us family, who made us worthy. And we thank you, dear God, in Jesus' name. Amen, amen. Yes, good morning to Candice Alexander. Terrific Thursday. I love the spirit in here already. You all have a vibe, you all have an energy in here, and that is so contagious. If I start to jump up and down, it's because of you. Alright, so don't go be watching me funny if you see me jumping up and down. It's because you are sharing your vibes, and it's contagious. You know when somebody yawns, everybody in the room yawns too. You know that's how your vibe is. It's contagious. So let's just share this positivity throughout the land. Yeah? Let's sing a song or two. Yeah? Let's sing a song or two. Let's go. Love is a flag flown high from the castle. Oh, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. We cannot be singing this song and you not waving no flag. Come on, man. Love is a flag flown high. You gotta be waving that flag, man. Let's represent. Let's make a representation of the flag, of the love by that flag, yeah? Let's go. Love is a flag flown high from the castle of my heart. From the castle of my heart. I see you. From the castle of my heart. Love is a flag flown high from the castle of my heart. And the king is the resident there. So fly it high in the sky. Let the whole world know. Let the whole world know. Let the whole world know. So fly it high in the sky. Let the whole world know that the king is the resident there. Yes, I see some people flying their country's flags. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Love is a flag flown high. So let's fly that flag high. Let people see love coming from us. And they'll know. They'll know the king lives there. The king lives in us. Oh, yes, oh, yes. Let's sing another song. Jesus flow like a river. Yeah, Jesus flow like a river. Let's sing that one day. You are the river of life. You are the joy of my soul. You are the raging river out of control. Riding the waves of your glory to depths of joy I've not known. Release a deeper flooding in my soul. Jesus flow like a river, deeper than the sea in me. Take me to the deepest ocean of your heart and let me go. Plunge me deeper, let your living waters flow. Never a river so peaceful, never a river so pure, never have I known a cleansing so deep and so sure. Never a river so peaceful, while raging out of control. But now I have found what satisfies my soul. Jesus flow like a river, deeper than the sea in me. Take me to the deepest ocean of your heart and let me go. Plunge me deeper, let your living waters flow. Amen. Yes, yes, yes. That's a big one there. I love that song so much. Yeah, good morning to you, Shaman Boys. Astra de Silva, good morning. Van Torin, Richardson, Telma, Viola. That's one person. Yep, good morning, Lindian Roberts and Sharon Manswell. Kiki P, good morning, good morning. I am sure we are somewhere in the kitchen cooking up some delicious, scrumptious something there. Good morning to you. Good morning to all of you. Good morning to the LABL family. You bring a joy to my heart and you bring a joy to everyone's around you heart. So if you don't mind, just share the live so that others can benefit from this as well. Others can be positive as well. Yep. Did take away the significance and the uniqueness of your name by a improper pronunciation. All right. So this morning we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna sing one more song, one more chorus, and then we're gonna have a little break and come back after the break. We're gonna have a great time this morning. But we're gonna sing one chorus before that, and so let's sing that chorus now. All right. Jesus is a winner man, a winner man, a winner man. Oh, Jesus is a winner man for all times. He is a winner man, 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 a winner man. Oh, Jesus is a winner man for all time. Satan is a loser man, a loser man, a loser man. Oh, Satan is a loser man for all times. He is a loser man, 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 a loser man. Oh, Satan is a loser man for all times. But we are on the winning side, we're on the winning side, we're on the winning side. Oh, we are on the winning side for all times. We're on the winning side, 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 the winning side. Oh, we are on the winning side for all time. Ah, yes, good morning. That song always gets me pumped up because I know that Jesus is the winner man. Yep, Satan could rock, so Satan is the loser man. Yeah, but we are on the winning side. We're on the winning side. All right. So at this time, we're going to have a short break and we're going to come back with a special segment, a special treat just for you. So don't go anywhere. We're going to come right back after this delicious ad.
We grillin', we grillin', we grillin', yeah. We chillin', we chillin', we chillin', yeah. We grillin', we grillin', we grillin', yeah. We chillin', we chillin', we chillin', yeah. Come on down, grillin' the Ville. Yeah, you know how it is. Yeah, we in Pleasantville. Come on down, Belize Avenue. Got everything for you, your family and your crew. Grillin', we grillin', we grillin', yeah. We chillin', we chillin', we chillin', yeah. We grillin', we grillin', we grillin', yeah. We chillin', we chillin', we chillin', yeah. Delicious, delicious, delicious indeed. Delicious, delicious, delicious indeed. Delicious, delicious, delicious indeed. Delicious, delicious, delicious indeed.
Grillin' the Ville, restaurant quality food at street food prices. Open Fridays and Saturdays 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Call 471-6178. Grillin' the Ville, simply grillicious.
And we are back. I see you didn't go anywhere. Oh, I'm so glad you are still here. And I see you brought a friend. Thank you so much for bringing them along. We're going to have a great time this morning. This morning we have a really interesting segment. I am excited for this. This morning we have the young, wonderful Jael Williams. And she's from the LABL congregation in Trinidad and Tobago. All right. She's 23 years of age and she enjoys writing poetry. Yes, you heard me right. She enjoys writing poetry. Now, what is this poetry thing all about? Well, that's what she's here to tell us about today. Her passion for poetry. So at this time, I want to just welcome a loud welcome, a huge welcome to Jael Williams. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Good morning.
Morning, morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing all right.
All right. So we have Jael this morning with us, and she is here to share with us her passion for poetry. You all have heard about poetry before, right? You have seen it, you have read it before, but here we have somebody who actually writes this thing, somebody who actually is passionate about this thing, and I mean, we're gonna get some good stuff this morning. Now, I'm something of a poet myself. I write them all the time. They even start to rhyme. Something lime. All right. So I'm a poet. So I mean, you can clearly see that I have that rhyme inside me. See? You see? I can't turn it off now. All right. All right. But this morning we have the experts. We have the professional here this morning on poems, and so I'm excited. So Jael, good morning. And so you tell us that you have your passion for poetry. Now, I want to ask you something. What is poetry writing, and how is it different from something like essay writing? How is it different? Because I'm seeing poetry, I'm seeing essays. How is it different? I mean, what is it? What is it all about?
Well, poetry is basically putting words together with a rhyme to it. It doesn't always is with a rhythm to the words, a flow to the words, and its purpose is actually to make the reader feel what the writer wants them to feel or what the writer feels themselves. It's more focused on emotion than essay writing. Essay writing is more like using logical arguments to try to prove a point or to bring a point across, something like that. But poetry writing is more focused on choosing the words for the meaning, putting them together, and putting it with a rhythm, basically.
All right. So it flows. Now, so you could get deep in this kind of stuff. This stuff will get very deep quickly, not so?
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on what the writer wants to get across. The point the writer wants to get across.
Wow, I've seen some poems that kind of mysterious. You're reading through this thing, and it's, what in the world am I reading here? What is this about? And you know to yourself, I mean, they had to be thinking something in particular while they were writing it. But you, for the life of you, can't figure this thing out. It's like a cipher, But so poems is different from essay writing, you see. So it has that emotional feelings attached to it. It brings out something, it flows. Sometimes an essay may not flow, and you say poetry rhymes as well. So tell us, just briefly, when did you discover your love for poetry writing? I know it had to start somewhere. You didn't just come out of the womb and say, and belt out some Dr. Seuss there. I don't think it happened like that. All right, I think it started somewhere. But tell us, when did you discover your love, if you could remember that at all, for poetry writing?
I have a little token here to remind me.
Well, excuse
It actually
me.
started when I was 8, as far as I could remember.
Wow.
I had a poetry competition in my primary school, and my mother actually helped me write a poem for a little competition we had, and I placed first. I have my little trophy.
What?
And that is when I started paying attention to poetry, like, oh, this is something I actually like. Maybe I should start trying to do this. I remember being in primary school, having my little copybook. And when I was bored, or sometimes if I had free time, I would start trying to rhyme words.
Wow.
And it seems like it's something that runs in my family too, maybe the writing, because my aunt is a writer. My mother also enjoys poetry and used to write it too.
So this flow in your family. See what I did there? Flow. It flows in your family.
Seems
Oh, all right. So I mean, wow. And you all saw the trophy and things. She has this reminder, a shiny reminder of when she got started. I want to big up moms. So that's the stuff there. I want to big up moms for really helping bring out that poet in her in Jael. Yeah. So that brings me to the next question. I mean, I'm interested now. I'm intrigued now. What inspires you to write these poems? I mean, you just get a vaps Are you feeling bored? Is it you watch a tree? Wow, that tree just is inspirational, and you just had to, I don't know. You had to share with me because I'm learning it. I'm intrigued at this point because I saw the shiny trophy, and wow, what a great reminder. And so what inspires you to write these poems?
Strangely enough, you're not far off from the truth. It, I
No
mean,
big joke.
it depends. Sometimes inspiration could come out of anywhere. So I could just be sitting in the middle of a gathering with people around me, and then I would just think of a line out of nowhere, completely unbidden, and it would go through my head, and maybe something would come of it. Like I would write it down, and I would continue immediately getting lines, line after line, and keep writing until I feel like if I'm done already, to stop. Or it could be intentional. Like I would think of a title and I would start title first and write out something based on the title. But most times, if it comes by random inspiration,
Mhm.
I would entitle it last. I would write the whole thing, and when I'm finished, then I would decide what titles appropriate for this. So it
Hmm.
depends. It's
All right.
different.
It depends.
It
No.
varies greatly.
Now you all heard it here, right here on label, and some nuggets of wisdom from Jael. She is saying that inspiration can come from anywhere. And that's something we want to walk away with. I mean, that's good stuff right there. Inspiration can come from anywhere. So you mightn't be thinking that, I'm not feeling inspired. I'm not. Where would I get this oomph from? But according to Jael, I mean, she's saying inspiration can come from anywhere. You know, and so so sometimes you write a title and you fill in the poem based on the title to cover it. Other times you say you just start to flow and then I wonder what to name this boy, so let me see what the central theme is. I'm trying to sound very poetic here or sophisticated. What the theme is, I don't know the terms that you all use as poets. So what is the overall tone? That's something nice. What is the overall tone of this poem? And so you name it based on that. So that's what you're saying. Sometimes
Yeah.
you get the
I
title
would
afterward.
sometimes I would name it based on something within the poem, like a word I saw that I think stands out and represents the poem well.
Mm.
Sometimes I would name it based on an abstract thought, because why not?
Wow. Okay. So
So
abstract
it
thoughts.
depends. Especially if the poem itself came to me by just random abstract thoughts. I would name it something that I think is appropriate, but it might not. I mean, you may not understand it until after you finish reading the whole poem, how it could read.
Hmm. Interesting. Now I know you touched on it before, right? But do all poems rhyme?
They
Do they
don't.
rhyme all the time?
Nope. I see what you did there, but not
Ah,
all the time. It
not all the
could
time.
rhyme. It could be rhymed line after line. You would in a stanza. You could have 4 lines. You could rhyme the first 2 lines with each other, and then rhyme the second two with each other separately, and keep going like that with every 2 lines rhyming. That's
Mm.
one of the ways I like to write. Or I could do like the first line and the third line out of 4. So then the second and the fourth line, and continuing like that. And most times for
Wow.
me, if I'm inspired to write something out of nowhere like that, it would end up being completely abstract. It would just be what I want to say coming out in lines, and they're not going to rhyme.
All right. So just some thoughts and it's flowing, but it's not necessarily rhyming. So you all heard that. So not all poems rhyme. Some rhyme, and again, you saw the breakdown, the science about how she does it. Sometimes right after the other they rhyme, sometimes the first and the third, and then the second and the fourth. There's a science to it, and I know some hymns are written similar to that in the songbook. So you would look at the hymns that we sing and realize that they are written like this. I'm seeing Denison in the chat is saying Jewish poetry don't rhyme. Well, I'm learning. I'm not too familiar with Jewish poetry, but he's saying Jewish poetry don't rhyme. So it's probably similar to what he was saying there with just the thoughts just flowing.
Mhm.
So
It's like getting an idea across, not really focused on whether or not it's rhyming.
Mm. So right, so some feelings coming out, some deep, the mind of the writer,
That's the
is
more
coming, is
emotional
expressed.
ones.
Ah, yeah. No. Some of us might like I don't know, I just use an example here. Some of us might like, when you're reading a book, some people like pictures, some people don't like pictures, like that. Some people prefer the novel without pictures, some people prefer a little picture to go alongside the writing. Maybe in this case, similarly to that, some people prefer it rhyming, and some people prefer it, they don't mind if it just flows without rhyming. So it depends on the person's what they prefer, what their interests are. The readers, that is.
Yeah, this for me. This is entirely based on how I write my poems and what inspires me.
Hmm. Okay,
I
okay,
can't
okay.
speak for anybody else
Right,
here.
right. And I'm just trying to see from the reader's perspective when they read their material, the poems and so on. So, yeah, good stuff right there. And I'm seeing in the chat also, Shaman Boyce is saying, my eldest daughter writes poems. She hasn't done so in a while since some years ago. A friend stole one of her copybooks of poems. Oh,
That's good.
yeah,
It feels like if somebody, and I mean, it's the closest thing I could relate to a child to me, being childless. Something that means a lot to me. I lost one of my collection of poems as well, and for a few years I didn't write too.
Hmm.
Didn't have the passion to write for a while. So I picked myself up and decide to start writing intentionally.
Wow.
To get myself back into it.
So you could lose passion sometimes based on the circumstance as well.
Yes.
Wow. No,
It's heavily influenced by emotion sometimes.
yeah, wow, good to know, good to know. And I can relate to some extent. I mean, but in terms of art, one of the fears of an artist, I do paintings and so on. One of the fears of an artist is that their works go hiding in an attic or gets lost somewhere or is destroyed. You can't get back that again. All right. Now, especially if you didn't have a duplicate of your poems.
Yep.
That's gonna hurt. And so I
I've been
can
telling
feel.
myself to keep an extra copy, and then I would just like not get around to doing it until it lost, and then I've nothing I could do about it.
Wow. So that one I can feel Sister Shaman's pain there a little bit, to some extent, and I know that is not an easy thing, especially when you put some thoughts into it. And let's say, and Kiki is saying, she has to be careful. Sometimes people write books claiming their work, and that is true. You see the poem all over the media and so on, and they get in the rap for it, but it's you who really do it. That will hurt even more. And there's little to not you could do about it because you haven't really no proof anymore. So maybe I don't know. Maybe you could back up our works. Maybe you need to back up your poems. Maybe
You
this
should
is
do
the maybe this is the inspiration that you need to back up your stuff.
Already started.
All right.
I started doing it properly this way, based on past experiences.
Yep.
But it's for me. I like to go and read back the poems I wrote before, and reading it is basically immersing myself back into the mindset of when I wrote it, so I could see like what I was thinking while I was writing it. I could remember what I was going through when I wrote it. Probably what the day was like too, what inspired me to write it, what caused me to write it.
Interesting.
So it's like putting myself back into that mindset. So that is why it's hurt when they lose it.
I could feel that pain. I could feel it. Right, that brings on the feels. I'm seeing on YouTube, Beulah Tate is saying, "You go, Jael. I've always loved poetry and storytelling." So you have some company here. All right, so you have some company here. Yeah. So if someone was to be interested in writing poetry, right, what would you say to someone to get them start to start writing poetry, even if they mightn't be too interested, but you want to share your passion with others and you want them to develop that passion as well for writing poetry? What would you say to someone to get them to start writing poetry?
Well, firstly, I'll start by saying not all people are interested in something like poetry, and there are other things they might be interested in, other ways to write. Even if it's writing specifically, there might be other things they would prefer to write other than poetry. But to encourage somebody to write poetry, I would say start with a title and try.
Start with a
Just
title.
start with a title and try.
and
You
try.
could get you could get a title from somebody else actually, and it would challenge you to make a poem out of it. It's something I occasionally enjoy doing, like getting a title from somebody else and challenging myself to do it.
Mm.
It's really interesting,
That,
especially if you have a passion to do it. Start with a title and write, and you'll see. You never know where you can end up.
you might unlock something that you never thought you had before.
You know?
Unleash the poet within you. Yes. So maybe you might have that passion as well. But, as you said, just get a title and try.
Sometimes you
And
can start with a relevant situation in your life right now, especially if you have like built up emotion or something you want to express, but you don't know how. You could start that way as well to end up being a more emotional poem, more emotional piece. You could start that way, start with something relevant to you. Just think of what you want to write about it. You could write it down like abstract thoughts about it and then put them together.
sounds good. Sounds good. And so we gain some stuff here. We gain some inspiration here. All right. So that if you want to, try your hand. Try your hand, man. Try your hand. Just do one stanza, one paragraphs. Paragraphs. One paragraph. Or stanza. I think they call it stanza. The official terms and so on of the poet. But try something. Let's get something. Try. It might be something that you relate to. It might be a current event. It might be just some random stuff. You go outside and see a tree. All right, the tree.
Actually, we both wrote that actually.
For those who do not know, ever so often we challenge each other on some stuff, and one time we were challenged. Jael challenged me to do a poem, and the topic was the tree, and yeah, some
I
good stuff
actually
there.
stand right where I was standing, look around me, and saw a tree and decided the title would be Tree, and we did it.
It did come out pretty good. It did come out pretty good. So that's all in the good fun of it, and I've tried my hand at it, and I love it. I love doing it as well. So Denison is asking to you, does she write songs too? Do you write songs too?
I don't. I have been asked about it before, but I never tried. I never tried intentionally writing a song or putting music to a poem I already had. I haven't tried it yet.
You never know. You
But I
might make a big hit.
I might, but I haven't tried it yet.
Just get a title. It have some artists in Trinidad. All of them singing is ready, 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 and I'm getting big money. That's all. And I'm getting big money. So you have the words flowing. I mean, you had a gift, natural gift. And you were saying, sometimes you get the title from someone else. For those who do not know as well, Jael said, let's do a challenge again. She said, all right. She said, get somebody to do it. You know what? Get your daughter to do it. Get Persis to do it. Submit a name. And so I asked Persis, now I wondering how I going about doing this thing, what name she going to come up with, or how I going to get she to say something that is going to, make some sense. So I asked Persis, Persis, give me a title for a poem. What would they name the poem? And Persis said, I once had a little dog. And there we go. That's the challenge. And so we have.
But I could hear the little poet and Persis.
and she requested Persis because she saw something in Persis. She heard the little poet in her, and that's the title we have. We have by April the 1st to submit it and enjoy reading it, each other's poems. Right, so I once had a little dog. That's the title we're gonna have there. So look out for that. We might just post it on Facebook, on the social media, as such.
My first stanza is done. That does it. I paused so you could catch up.
You see how see this thing? I already in the shadows already, but you know what? I'll give you a head start. Let the professionals give the amateurs a head start. Oh yes, but she already has done one stanza already. You see how this thing is? She's committed. She's anxious. She couldn't wait, and she already has one stanza done already. A question has been submitted here. Jael, have you ever tried submitting your poems to Hallmark? my daughter did, and although they loved it at the time, it wasn't that they were what they were looking for. But you can try. What do you think about that?
I never even thought that's something I could do, actually.
Mm.
I've never considered it, but maybe I'll look further into it.
What about competitions and stuff? You interested in trying something like that? I know you went
I-
one and you have the shininess to prove it.
That was in 2007.
Right.
Since then, I have not tried, probably because I never came across the competition.
Hmm.
If I saw one out, I think I would enter.
All right. All right.
If I had the chance to enter, I would enter.
So go. I am saying go for it.
I wouldn't be going for the first prize. I would be going for getting a chance to write and getting people to hit. I'll be going for the experience rather than winning.
Well,
It would be a fun thing for me to do.
do what you love, and you know you never know. But just doing what you love. You know, sometimes when we do something commercially, it loses its essence. So if you're doing what you love and you're doing it with the passion is still there. Not just the money or the prize and so on. It's gonna have the full shebang, the full essence in it. You know, it's gonna be concentrated. Lillian is saying I wrote a poem about a tree once. It was a competition and I won. I wonder if she used our poem. Suspect. That song a little
Maybe.
suspect. That song a little... Sister Lillian, what year was that? That song a little suspect. I'm just joking. Alright, embrace your gift, Jael. That's what Avril Jean-Jacques says. Yeah. Oh, we have it there. We have it there. Oh, we have a little portion of it there. Over the hills. Oh, just now. Hold on. Over the hills are many trees. They are fluttering in the breeze. Sometimes they are very high. Other times they are very dry. Ah, boy. Yeah, good stuff there. Good stuff there.
Keep going.
Huh?
Did I like it?
Yeah. Simple. Yeah, it's there. Kiki is saying she is leaving you in the dust. But yeah, I already eaten dust already. Yeah. Now I would have entered a competition in secondary school. They asked for some poems. The English teacher said, you know what, you all have any poems? I said, all right, let me try some. I did 2. And well, I never heard. I don't know if she submitted it. I think she did not. All right. That is just my thoughts. I do not think she submitted it, but I was really pleased with it at the time. And temporary, as Jael says, lost my passion. Temporarily. All right. But it hurt a little bit because I was really looking forward because I already put some oomph into this thing. All right. And maybe someday I might share it with you all. It's 2 poems I did. Yeah, they kind of read between the lines too. You know, one of them was Beyond the Horizon. Yeah.
I like those, the complicated ones.
Yeah. I had to read between the lines for that one.
I actually have an example of one of those, a short example to read
Go
of
ahead,
one
go
of,
ahead.
you know, you could take a simple situation and make it unnecessarily complicated because why not?
True.
I actually have a short example here. It's called "'Twas Once a Time." 'Twas
Twas-
once a time.
Hold on. Twas once a time.
'Twas once a time.
All right, go ahead.
Let me assume the position. 'Twas once a time when stormy winds prevailed. In anticipation of sunny skies we slept. The skies wept and no one wiped away her tears. On and on she wept the more profusely as we dreamt, as we drifted away into the bright and sunny day in our minds. That's one, the inspiration. And that was actually me sitting in a room of everybody doing an exam, being done with the exam, and sitting there being very bored, waiting to be let out of the exam, and then rain started falling. That was it. Everything about the story was just rain outside, and then the rain started falling harder. So I was like, one and one, she wept more profusely. I actually took my pencil case while I was waiting on the examiner, I took my pencil case and my pen, because I had no extra paper, and I wrote it behind my pencil case. I think I still have it written behind my pencil case right now. I wrote it behind my pencil case, and I was just hoping I don't get caught with this pencil case because they might think I'm cheating or something.
No,
But, yeah,
not only is she gifted
that
in the
is an
poem
example
world,
of a scenario where you could take something simple and, make it
Complicated.
sound more poetic.
all right. All right, interesting, eh? Twas, my tongue is
Twas
tied up
when
there. Twas Wednesday time. How can we simplify that phrase, Jail?
I guess there was a time. There was once a time.
Yeah. You only heard this thing? There was
Listen, I don't know
once.
if it makes sense, and I just something I felt like entitling it, so that's what I chose.
No, what I just said, not only is she gifted in the poem, well, she's also highly intelligent because everybody is doing the exam. She already finished the exam. She have nothing better to do. I mean, you know
In
what
the
I
exam doesn't mean you get good marks, you know.
well, she fly through the exam and everybody doing this stuff, so I know they're thinking hard about it. And she just fly through that. You know what? I have a whole 20 minutes again. What could I do in this 20 minutes that is not exam? Because that was so basic, that was so easy. You know what? Let me just complicate some stuff. Let me write some deep stuff. Toss
That's
Wednesday.
as we drifted away, is basically because I looked around me and there was the majority of students were sleeping. Everybody just wanted to go.
Wow.
Decided why not incorporate that too.
Wow. Interesting. Sandra Lam is saying, JL, you are gifted. That is your talent. Use it, girl. Life is full of challenges. God bless you as you try again. And Shaman is saying,
Thank you.
keep up with your talent, JL. Let God be praised. So you're getting some well wishes here and some good encouragement here. I'm seeing you are talented. Jeannie De Silva is saying, very talented, JL. Don't let anyone steal your joy. Keep doing what you love. Diana John is asking a question here. Hi JL, do you write spoken word poetry? Spoken
I
word poetry.
do.
You don't.
I focus on writing poetry based on inspiration, like something random to me that I feel like writing at the time, or based intentionally on a specific title, but I don't write it for the purpose of speaking out in public. Like I mean, I'm perfectly content sometimes if nobody ever reads it, so I don't write it with the intention to speak it out in public unless I am at a venue where I have a chance.
All right. So next
But
time
there
you
was
next time you have a youth fellowship. Next time you have a youth fellowship.
maybe.
Maybe
If there was a talent section there, maybe I would write one.
I've seen when maybe turns into confirmation, eh? So I could tell you this. You and I know that maybe it's could turn to confirmation. Right. So that's good, that's good. So we're looking at a nice segment there where we're showing our talent and so on. Alright, Andrea Frederick is saying, stay the course, God will see you through. Yes. And so someone spoke about that spoken word thing, and I've always been impressed with it to some extent. Because they have some really deep stuff coming out of that, kind of like Def Jam poetry kind of stuff. I've been fascinated with some of those. Some of those are really deep. Some of those are really, they carry it through the mind and have you thinking really, and it's provoking. There's a gentleman by the name of Cleon Macpherson. He's from Tobago. Cleon Macpherson, and he wrote a spoken word. He actually said it. And I was there it was an art event, and my pieces were there, and he did a spoken word. He presented it, and so fluidly, and he did I can't remember the exact title, but he used local artists and so on from Tobago, artists from Tobago, and I always remember his play on words. He says, and listen to his statement, Cleon Macpherson's statement there. He says, out of the mighty shadow, Calypso rose. That is yeah, I don't feel it. Yeah. Out of the mighty shadow, Calypso rose. What's that? I hold my hands and wait. Yeah. I mean, I had to stay the course and I had to stay focused, but I kind of had to do a kind of way out of the
I had to take a
mighty
moment to
shadow.
appreciate it.
What? That's some good stuff there. There's two artists in one in right after that, and it makes so much sense. Wow. Out of the mighty shadow, Calypso
I
rose.
enjoy hearing spoken word, but I mean, I don't know if I have the continuous flow and the dynamic presence to be able to actually do something like that, like perform a poem.
Yeah.
I prefer to just stand and read it.
So it's a matter of confidence, you would say, because they come on confidently. They
I have entered a competition for was told to perform a spoken word, I would do it like that.
Wow.
But if I had to choose on my own, I don't know if I would choose the right one. It's very impactful,
Okay,
but I
okay.
don't know
So,
if I would choose that as my first choice to do something like that. But I enjoy listening and seeing other people perform it.
wow. Yeah, sometimes you just want to just take it in, not always be the one that dish, the good stuff. You want to just take the stuff as well. It's like a preacher, sometimes you go to every congregation and you have to preach the sermon because they're asking you to preach. But some preachers, I've heard some preachers say, I just want to listen to a sermon today, receive the sermon. So it's like that.
I prefer
And
to
so,
appreciate somebody else's work.
appreciate somebody else's work. So, but you are the kind that if you get the proper motivation to do like the competition, say,
I would.
you would do it. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Josh Best is saying, I once did the same, finished an exam and wrote a poem of depicting feeling before and during and after that exam. Yeah, you have company with that there. And Margaret wrote is saying, follow your passion, Jael, okay? Jael, get your poem for our next fellowship. All the best. You're getting recruited already. You see, you should not say nothing this morning.
I would do it. I just need a title and the general theme.
Title and the general theme. Sister Margaret, you're hearing that? The title and general theme. And you're going to have a poem from...
The Bible verse as well. I'll try my best.
We fancy it up with the... We garnishing it with the Bible verse too. So, alright. So just throw in a Bible verse too. So she has that proper context as what you want. And she's going to dish out a poem. Yeah. Kind of like them sketch artists and them, You tell them exactly what you have in mind, and they just,
Let them do that.
drawing that. Yeah, so you just tell her exactly what you want. And so just throwing out this there, by the way. Alright, if you are interested in, now she didn't tell me to do this, but I'm just throwing out this there as she mentioned that if you think you need a poem for some kind of thing, it may be a birthday, something, or some little event or something, and you wanted to write a poem. Alright, just give her the title, give her what you want, and I mean, she's doing a job, I would say, something she loves to do. But I mean, come on, I would suggest you give her a little something for it, for her work. And now WhatsApp and or message, and yeah, and she'll get back to you and so on. So if you need a poem, this is the person you turn to. You turn to Jael for your poems. All right, you heard it right there on label. Sorry.
That's the master.
Says, sorry, I broke up there, so I'll just move on. Alright. So yeah, so people are saying follow your passion and so on. Diana John is saying enjoy what you do best, you will go far. That's right. Someone says if you know you love what you're doing, you'll never work a day in your life. Something like that. Right? Something like that. If you're doing what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. I think again
I enjoy writing it here.
Yeah. All right. So question: how long does it take you to pen one of these?
It really depends because sometimes I could, be minding my own business and then randomly think of something and start writing and I would finish it in 5 minutes. And other times I would sit on an idea rather than a title for probably up to a few weeks and just write line by line and keep like going back and erasing and changing it until I'm done and I feel like it's done. The ones I take the most time to do usually turn out to be my favorite ones. It depends. Or sometimes I would like the ones that are just abstract thoughts that take, 5 minutes to write.
five minutes earlier. Wow. That when the thoughts just coming out clear, just pouring out. Yeah. And of course that
ones are random and I can't predict it. I should just have a notepad on my elbow all the time.
There's a thing. You never know, that might sell. And they might create some products like that. You have a little thing there and sell that product. I mean, yeah, you had to think smart in this wrongs and get some all of that. So you just pull out a paper. Alright, stick that somewhere there,
What's on this? You never know, I might need all that space.
You all hearing this thing, eh? I talk about a little small thing, so with my little unprofessional self, she said,
I had to keep 2 pages.
I have to use my whole arm. So I will leave that for you all to organize. Yeah. So now again that changes. The length of time changes based on the motivation. So if someone comes and say you have this time to do it, you're gonna drop it in by that time. You're gonna have that oomph to drop it in by that time.
Sorry, I broke up for a second there.
Oh yeah. So if someone comes and tells you, you know, you have a specific time to do it, you're gonna get the oomph to do it. So that
I
time.
don't. This one is not the most encouraging thing to say, but nothing encourages me to finish writing something like last minute. Even if it's schoolwork or if it's poetry,
I hear
last
that.
minute is motivational.
I hear that. I hear that.
If I have a
Sometimes
set time, if I give me 10 minutes, I'll script. I wouldn't have time to second guess every line. I'll just write.
wow. Sometimes some people work best on that pressure, eh? That's just yeah, some people work best on that pressure. So that deadline there, you know, the deadline is Tuesday, 10 a.m. So by Tuesday, 9 a.m., you get to work. I don't
9:30.
know.
I'll be
9:30.
sitting. Sometimes, if I have a wide space of time, I would sit with the title and just a little piece of what I intend to do, and I wouldn't be able to think of anything to add to it until last minute.
Wow.
I don't know, the thoughts just flow better when it's coming close to the time to finish.
Yep. Now, when you do your poems, do people always get your poems or you have to explain it to them?
Huh. It depends. Sometimes it's straightforward. It's a straightforward title. So immediately you'll get like how every line relates. The more abstract ones, maybe not. Maybe not. Not all.
So how does it make you feel when someone gets your poem? So you write this deep stuff and somebody gets deep. How does that make you feel?
Happy.
Happy. All right.
I mean, like it, I don't know. You know, the artist's feeling when somebody appreciate the art is like that.
Wow. So yeah, so people get it. Get it. Yeah, get it. So she'll feel
You get
happy.
it or you get it.
Yeah. Yep. And so Suzette 14 is saying, I'm crazy about poetry. I started writing to hide my shyness and to build my self-esteem from being a target because I have scoliosis. It helped a great deal. Blessings, Jael.
Thank you. And I don't know if I just, I mean, I was very quiet in school, and sometimes I'm still very quiet. So instead of having an outgoing personality, I would put all of that energy into writing. So I would focus on putting, you know, the out there thoughts and emotions and everything rather than speaking it out to the people around me. I would put it down on paper.
Mm.
So I guess it is a way.
All right. Wow.
Because I'll be shy.
Yep. Yeah. So now, I mean, I've been intrigued this morning with this whole concept of poetry because so little people take time to read poetry. I mean, these days, so little people take time to enjoy simple, beautiful things around them. And so there goes inspiration because nobody's stopping and smelling the roses. Nobody watching all the trees in the morning. Nobody watching the fog early in the morning. You know, the mist in the air.
All of that is inspiration. Especially for me, a change of scenery is a huge inspiration. A change of scenery, going to somewhere new or going to somewhere I go to all the time and just finding a quiet corner somewhere and just look around.
Wow. Yeah, and so people missing all this thing. And so I would love to see more people getting involved in writing, and you will never believe the amount of talents we can have coming out of just trying, because you never know that you have this in you, or sometimes you might just not have that braveness or confidence in yourself, and then somebody gives you that push, you know. Yeah, I remember years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, Canaan had a competition. The congregation at Canaan had a competition for a church logo. And I had not thought about doing anything digitally before. And I just went and tried something. I came second in it. But from that moment, I was encouraged to try my hand at digital art. You know, and I've not looked back since, and I'm trying to go animation now. So you move from one thing, but all it takes is that one inspiration from somebody throwing out that challenge to you, or or encouraging you to do something that you never thought you had the ability to do. Yeah.
You never
So
know where you never know where inspiration might come from. Or you
and
never know where you could
in,
discover a talent.
interesting that you say that. Interesting that you say that because Candace Alexander, who writes amazing poems as well. She says, I have been trying my hand at some poetry myself, and I've heard some of her stuff already. She's very good. All right. This is Candace Alexander. You have inspired me to keep at it. Special morning to you, Jael. So you don't know where inspiration comes from. Jael, you now say that.
Keep going, keep going.
You see? You now say that you don't know where the inspiration comes from. And there you go. Inspiring people. You doesn't know who you are inspiring. Yep. And Sister Beverly George is saying, I have been privileged to hear some of Candace's poetry. Great job. Keep going, my sister. So, encouragement, encouragement. Look how it goes.
I would
Iron
like to hear
sharpens iron.
from Sister Candace.
Sister Candace, you out there. She's anxious to hear some of your stuff. So, you all touch base, exchange some stuff, good stuff. All right. So, you know, yeah, good stuff. You see, when the poets get together,
Talk forever.
talk forever and you will be flowing right through. Some good stuff. So you'll touch base and share some stuff and keep that inspiration going. And there are some others who may not have been vocal about it, but they have been inspired as well. Beulah Tate is saying on YouTube, I'm happy to see this side of Jael. It takes talent and creativity to write poetry. Continue writing, Jael. Yeah.
Thank you. So true.
You're getting our next push here because Shaman Boys, and I was gonna mention this as well. Put your collection together, Jael, and try to get it published. What do you think?
I've been told this before.
And what happened?
I didn't do it.
Just 1 second, let me go and deal with Shide.
I actually I don't have a proper book or collection of my poems. So I'm going to have to go all over to try to find them and put them together. And when I read them back, I'll be seeing all the experiences and all the different timelines and thinking, okay, I don't really want to put this one out there. This is a more personal one. If I intentionally write one, I'll be more willing to put it out there. But
all right. And so we know people, and we know people who have published books and so on, accomplished authors and so on. So just when you're ready, get in touch, compile your stuff. Yeah. I'm seeing Wendy George is saying we would love to be a part of the poetry evening. You two plus others. This would be nice. Yep.
that would be nice. But the thing is, I wouldn't be able to do anything on the spot, so I would have to come with my poetry written beforehand.
That's okay. That's okay.
Something I sit there and write while it's going on.
Yep.
Because I'm not good at
freestyling,
improvisation, and freestyling.
Yeah. Some people are gifted in that area. Some others are not. Like Leon, for example, Leon Lewis, he and his brother Levon, they could freestyle on the fly. Maybe it's a Grenadian thing, I don't know, but they could just freestyle off the bat.
Talent.
Yeah, they have some talent.
Not mine, the talent.
Yep. Margaret Roach is saying shy people do good on the stage. I wonder why. And Dennis is saying,
have a lot to say.
Well,
we just don't say it. So when we have a chance, all of it comes out.
Oh, that's it there. They'll finally get the opportunity to express, and so they let it all out. Yep. Dennis is saying, my big sister was good at poetry and short stories. I tried, but didn't have it in me. Yeah, brother Denison, stay to what you normally just do. But try it. You never know. Try it again. The timing probably wasn't right. Jael is here to inspire us.
It's something you could develop too. You might not always be the best at it when it starts, but it's something that could develop.
And you have a confirmation here again. Beulah Tate is saying, I endorse this as Charmaine's comments. Get them published. So you have some assignments to do. All right. Nice. Good stuff. So as we come to a close, you want to leave us with something this morning? As we close?
Yes. Another poem to read. It's one a little longer.
No problem.
It is a recent one, and it's more of abstract thoughts rather than one that rhymes. So I don't have an example of one that rhymes today, but I have this one. But it's one of my
Sure.
favorite ones right now. It's an idea I was sitting on for a while actually. It took me a while to write this one. It's called Impermanence of Art.
Hmm.
Sometimes the beauty of art is in its impermanence. Look at the flowers that bloom once. They are admired for the acme of their bloom, loved for adding beauty to the world, and appreciated in their prime, never scorned for their fleeting nature. If beautiful things remain forever, their beauty would dwindle. They themselves may not change, but our appreciation for them will. Temporary things are to be loved when they exist and missed when they are no longer there. We carry their beauty on in our minds and in our literature, but no man can truly capture what every individual sees. Then lives on in our hearts. It is beautiful because in the blink of an eye, it can disappear.
Wow. Wow. Impermanence of art. Wow. So
That's one
wow.
you'll hear first because I never showed anybody yet.
Oh wow, exclusive stuff here on Label. All right, so if you didn't hear it, if you wasn't here, you missed it. But oh wow, such good stuff. All right, the impermanence of art, and so you heard it right here from Jael. She is gifted in this area. She has a passion for poetry, and so Jael, I just want to say thanks again for coming on the show this morning and sharing your passion with us and inspiring us to really try our hand at things and get inspiration from everything around us. Yeah. So,
It was nice to be here. Maybe you could look out for I once had a little dog.
well, we are, I mean, certainly that is going to show up on social media very soon after
Are we
April
waiting
1st,
for
of
yours
course.
first?
Huh?
Are we waiting for yours first?
There you go again, breaking up again. So, but that's okay, but I heard you. So yes, that's going to come out on the social media very soon after April 1st, of course, Lord willing. And so look out for that. And again, I just want to say thanks again to Jael. God bless you. Keep using that gift, and you're going to go far with this. Yeah? So thank you so much again for being on the show this morning. All right?
Thanks for having me.
All right. So thank you. There you go. We just had Leah. I'm saying Leah. That's her sister, Jael. We had Jael with us this morning, and she would have shared her passion for poetry. And so I just want to say thanks again to her for being here with us and gracing us with such good thoughts, and for really sharing with us her passion there. So as we come to a roundup, we just want to just be mindful of those who are celebrating birthdays and anniversaries and such. All right, and we already have Lurleen sharing with us today. It's a special big day. All right, so we just want to say happy birthday and sing happy birthday for you and for those who would have been celebrating anniversaries. No matter how small your accomplishment or how big it is, you celebrate that stuff. All right, so let's sing happy birthday and happy anniversary. So happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary to you. Hip hip, hooray! God bless you, God keep you, God give you strength, health, wellness, and enjoy your special day. It is your special day. Let no one steal that from you. All right. We want to just take time to acknowledge our sponsors. We have M&A Home Store. We thank you so much for sponsoring us. You get everything in that store. We everything. I mean everything. Grill in the Ville. All right. Check them out. It's Grillicious. Check them out. Check them out. Check them out. Do you want more information? Check us. We'll give you that information. All right. Balizia Avenue. All right. Grill in the Ville. Avril Jean-Jacques Life Tip Health Coach. Check her out on Facebook. Check out our Facebook page. You are not going to regret it. We also have Wayne Pascal, artist by excellence, singer. He's creative. He also has Christian Evidences courses so that you can access all of this. So again, all our sponsors, we thank you. And if you are interested in sponsoring as well, let us know, and we too will be happy to welcome you on board to the Label Show, where we continue to drench this world in positivity. So as we close, I want to remind you to have a beautiful day, a blessed day, a smile-filled day, all right? And let no one steal your joy from you, all right? Let no one steal that joy from you. And so as we close, I just want to say keep in mind those who are not well. Keep Leon and his family, they're not so well in health, so keep them in prayer that God will give them restoration and they'll bounce right back. All right, so God bless them and all those who are going through some illness or challenges at this time. All right, your day may have started with a challenge, but don't worry, the day is young yet, and we all have the opportunity to make that change and drench this world in positivity. So as we close, I'm saying goodbye. I'm your host. I've been your host, Adrian Sugdale, and we had a wonderful time with Jael Williams this morning. So I'm saying goodbye. Have a great and wonderful day. Smile a while and give your face a rest. Raise your hands to the one you love the best. Then shake hands with those nearby and give the rest a smile. Smile a while and give your face a rest. Raise your hands to the one you love the best. Then shake hands with those nearby and give the rest a smile. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.